Speak to me as I'm sitting here, mind's racing, feeling panicky. I need to send to release this energy in this world.
Hi, this is JJ from Once Somerville. Thanks so much for being here. It's great to see you. What you're about to enjoy is some special content created just for you by the Once family. We appreciate the time that the artists have given, and we've put a link to their tip jar in the comments below. We've also put a link there to our GoFundMe. This is one of the ways that we're going to get through this time until we can be open and together again. Art and community are our priorities here at Once. We really miss you, and we can't wait until we can all be back together. Until then, this is our way of holding our community close and continuing to make art. So, before you enjoy the show, a couple of notes. The bathrooms are in the back. On the left, no flash photography, and as always, no crowd surfing. Enjoy. We'll see you soon.
Hello, everybody. Sham, what's good though? Let me unmute you. There we go.
Yes. Hello. I'm all smiling. I'm like, oh, that was adorable. I like the intro.
Me too. I was like, I want to crowd surf. Thank you for being here with me tonight.
No problem. Like, I probably got like 2 different alerts. I just switched everything and came in on the bigger screen.
That's the thing about these spaces, like we're all just trying to like figure it out. You know what I mean? And like that's okay.
And it took forever, but we here.
We're here. Sham, I'm like low-key obsessed with you.
Oh no, I'm the worst. What I do?
So thank you everybody for being here. I'm not sure what the future of the Sunflower Show holds, moving forward, but I'm just so excited that you're here with me and that you were a part of my last live Sunflower Show with Brandy Blaze. And I'm so honored that you could be here with me because I'm like a huge fan of yours and everything that you do for community. So thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for everybody else.
Santiago.
And
yes, thank you everybody for tuning in. Once Somerville.
Before we start, I actually wanted to ask everybody to please take a moment of silence for the death of George Floyd and a lot of the things that have been happening, in the last year and many years and many hundreds of years before this. So I wanted to just take a moment of silence. If everyone could just close your eyes and put your hands over your heart and just send love out to community and those who are suffering right now and the trauma that is definitely happening during this time. So. Thank you. Thank you. So we should just get started. So today's flow is, Sham, I'm just going to ask you a few questions. And, I don't really want this to feel like an interview. I really want it to feel like a discussion between us. And so hopefully it can, bring a sense of community in this weird spaces that we're in. But I just wanted to start with saying thank you to Once Somerville for providing this space for me and wanting to collaborate with me on this. And so I'm sure you know already, but everyone else who's tuned in probably already knows this too, but I started the Sunflower series in 2018 as a way to create an intimate kind of bond between artists and fans so that artists could be more vulnerable on stage and not worry about so much about their performance, but more about the connection between audience and artist. And I've been successful in doing that. And I'm so happy that I could still provide space for artists to be seen and heard during this time. And I'm happy that you're here with me.
Yes.
And I want to read your bio because I really love this because everyone needs to know that DJ Y Sham is a 2019 Boston Music Award nominee. She is a visionary, an activist, traveler, sister, godparent, and uses the tagline, your community DJ. Her background in criminal justice, communication, and community outreach has led her to merge her artistry as a DJ. She focuses on mental and public health while bringing music hardship and pain together as a release for collective trauma.
Oh, oh, oh.
That's a beautiful bio. And like you really do represent all of these things in community. Like whenever there's a show, like there's you, like DJing, you know what I mean? So thank you so much for all you do in community and for providing space for so many artists and sharing a stage with so many artists in Boston. And congrats on your nomination.
Thank you. Thank you. There was only two women actually nominated. So it took me a while to like, I'll say, accept that and be like, oh, but no, it means a lot that there was only two women on the stage.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, not on the stage, but nominated, I'll say.
Yeah.
So,
No, that's super fly. So I really wanted to start with asking you, like, how has this lockdown affected you as an artist, as a community healer, or even as a person?
I'd say during this time, but one, I'm grateful for you to definitely invite me on this platform. We were both in the same article. So at the beginning of Corona, I call it Corona season. Everybody laughs. They call it COVID-19 quarantine, but I had to get a little kick out of it. So I'll say Corona season. I was staying in an Airbnb. There was a lot going on, and the transition was just happening fast. And then, of course, like, the jobs and stuff like that, one thing over other. But I'll say on the flip end, in that nutshell, like dealing with so much going on, I feel like for me personally, I've been making the best out of it. I'm grateful to places like the Dorchester Art Project. I have a studio there now. So before I don't want to say before Corona, but for real, before Corona, I did not have as much time to work on music like I wanted to focus. I know that's I'm like battling, trying to be on everybody's Instagram live to support like everybody's events going on, just to see what's happening in the city. And now I can do that in this space, and I can stay there, like, unlimited. Well, don't tell nobody that I can stay there, unlimited hours and really just focus. I can play music and not get in trouble for playing music because that's what the space for. So a lot of people has just been, they simmered down. A lot of people who have been working a lot, I'll say, has probably slowed down. So that's their pace. But for me during Corona, I feel like I'm working around the clock, and in a good way, because I feel like once it ends, I can just do more with supporting artists like Genie Santiago and Ava and more in a city who's doing a lot, well, who has like major talent. So I've just been trying to spin, honestly, the negatives into the positives. Like I didn't even realize like I was moving. Like people are like, oh my gosh, you had to move during Corona. I'm like, oh wow, I really did. And it was raining the day I was moving, but doing mental health and stuff like that, like I cried, of course, like that. It's not a fun thing to do, but for me, I had to personally like figure out how am I going to bounce back, because if I had stayed in the state of mind I was in, I would not be on this call with you right now. I guarantee that. I'll just be somewhere just looking for help, I'll say. But music has really saved me a lot, really, during this time. So I know that was like a long, exaggerated and
No,
how.
it's fine. No, that's what the space is for. Because I think like other artists and people who are watching this on Facebook and YouTube like are, feeling connected because we all are kind of in the same boat. For me, I also like the first 2 weeks I was really, really having a hard time like mentally and emotionally. And, this series has helped me like weekly have something to look forward to, so I'm really grateful for that and to make me feel busy,
Right.
but I know that we were in that BU article together on how, this has affected artists in the city. And so I'm just so happy that you're here and that you're okay and that you're very self-aware to be able to be like, all right, what can I focus on? I need to pull myself out of this. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Some people think it's not too good, but you start
no.
getting too overworked. But we all need our happy medium of something to go to, and music is really the one right now. So I'm
Yeah.
happy.
hmm
Happy.
So what do you think, since we're on the topic of like artists, like what do you think the future holds for us right now, like as artists in performing in real life? Like what do you think that looks like for us moving forward? Positive or negative, you know what I mean?
I say I don't want to be that person. Like you always try to make everything positive, but look what has happened in the past 2 months. Everybody went from, granted, the finances may not be there, like how we want it to. Might not, a lot of gigs have been lost, but within a month and a half, people have turned these virtual events into reality. Like this stuff, they're doing fashion walks on like the runways virtually now.
Mhm.
So stuff they're like really bringing to life. I do say in a negative way, for artists, it hurts the fan base in terms of the, I don't want to say physical
Connection.
interaction, yeah, right? But that meet and greet, like, people love seeing Genie. They love seeing, like, artists around the city. Like, okay, I got to see them at the show. But if I start seeing too much of you, like, online, I'm be like, all right. And then when you see them in
Mhm.
person, it's not really the same sometimes. Like, it doesn't match up. So I think that's the only really negative side I see to artists. But otherwise, before Corona, I feel like people was not using social media as much as they could have. Of course, people using it for like wrong reasons and stuff like that, but I don't think artists was like taking advantage of it as much. So I think it's great now. You got people who are home now, like they're stuck home, and you go on live, and that one person who may not have seen your song or like whatever it is you're drawing or something like that before is now watching it now because they're home. So
Mhm.
um, after, I just hope everybody stays consistent. Like if there's going to be lives and stuff like that, could stay, with the fan base, or I don't want to say fan base, but the people who have been tuning in and stuff like that, and do follow ups. But I go, it's a positive and negative. I don't. I see more positive. I see more positive. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
I
I'll say
know.
that.
I'm really anxious to see like what it looks for us moving forward. Like, even if it's next year that we're performing, like, ugh, that makes me like I can't breathe. Like I need to be on stage. Like I
Right.
worked so hard. You've worked so hard for this to come to a space where like we're getting booked all the time. And then like, I was gonna go on tour and like you had all these things I'm sure planned up for the year. And so it's like
Right.
it's mourning that and also being like, is that gonna come back? Like, am I like I was just getting started,
Right.
so um hopefully that we can figure out something where people can stay 6 feet apart and or at least
Hmm.
during the summer if we could just perform outside, like that would be super fly.
Right.
I'm bringing my own mic because I don't want to share a mic with anybody.
Yes.
'Cause
Please
I was
invest in
telling
it.
I was talking to Tim last week and I was talking about how I used to be on the mic like my mouth like really on it. And four people probably performed like right before me and I never thought of that. Just nasty, just just all in
See,
there being seductive. But
I'm glad. I'm a little OCD, so that's funny. Like when I started talking on a mic more as a DJ and my lip touched the mic by accident, you will always see like a video to like I freak out because I'm like, oh my goodness, like
I'm and I'm so clean and like ask even if Ava wants to write in there like I'm like crazy clean. And so I never thought of that, so I'm like I'm not as clean. But
no, but you
anyway,
are. It's just like, you're a singer, so like you think people
I
are
be on
friendly, but
there.
no, you're clean. It's just my thing is other people are not as clean, so you
No,
you
so
want to
I don't know what
respect.
I'm thinking.
All right.
So what are you doing to stay grounded? I know that you said that you're fortunate enough to have a space, and she is. It's too much. Don't encourage her. Oh my God, stop. Uh, um, so what are you doing to stay well? I know that you said you have studio space in Dorchester Art Project, which is fucking amazing. Um, what are
Okay,
you doing to
Flair. No,
take
I'm
care
joking.
of you?
So right now, this taking will take care of me. I'll say, health wise, then small walks. It's getting nice out. A lot of people are scared to come outside. You don't have to go too far. You don't have to go to a park. Just go around like a 5 minute walk around your local area. Put your mask on, and you'll be fine. But I feel like for my mental health, that's just been great, even if it's going to the corner store for something basic. So you can grab a banana, apple, or I don't know, like, a juice from it.
Hmm.
But just getting that fresh air so you're not in the same environment every day. Because the studio, like right now, the studio gets exhausting though, too, sometimes.
What do you
Because
mean by
then,
that? Sorry.
so for me, um, so the way I'll be there for 12 hours straight and not even realize it. Right. And this is just the beginning. So I'm like, I can only imagine what like producers, like, when it gets like, when Corona is over, like, and people want to work, because right now folks are already reaching out. Um, there's a balcony. I have to go to the balcony and start remembering to taking breaks because I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to drain myself so early, I'll say, in the game of me just because I want to work so much.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a bad thing. It's just sometimes we just get so focused. So I feel like everybody should be taking breaks and just not staying in that same whatever space it is. Like, I don't know, if you're gonna go hide out, I don't know, maybe if you don't have a space, I don't know, go hide out in your bathroom real quick. Go hide out in like something because not everybody has access to space. So let me get that. Right. But just taking that a couple 5 minutes to yourself and just, like what you did and what they did in the beginning, like we just that was a moment of silence, but I feel like that should be happening every day. There's so much going on. So like, when you first wake up, I don't know, maybe a glass of tea, and then you just get that moment to
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
I can't drink tea in the morning no more. It's like water to me. So I don't know why I have to keep using the bathroom as I drink tea. So, but I love it. But whatever it is you do, I'll say I encourage, like, the studio definitely is fun, but being in there 12 hours and you're looking at a computer or you're DJing and you're trying to perfect something, your brain's gonna go wild. Corona, Corona season. I got a lot of friends with kids. They've been in the same house. I'm like, take them to a park, just take them out somewhere. There's friends who are artists who have kids. Like, there's layers to it, stuff like
Yeah.
that too. Who have lost their jobs, and then there's no school for the kids. So how are we coping with that as a whole? And then in the bio it says I have god kids. That people always calling me, come pick up this kid right now. I'm like, look at for a couple hours, I'm gonna bring it right back. Like, but I got you. I understand that, and I think as a community right now, like that's what we just all been holding on to each other,
Mhm.
and that's the only thing I'll say I've been doing every day is waking up and holding on to knowing that like there's like a real family out here. There's a unit. There's people like you, like who reaches out. Like there's folks who really care. That's how I have to move right now. Yeah, because
Yeah.
sometimes we get so sucked into the what's bad happening that we don't realize like we're breathing.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, and we're
like
so fortunate to still have like these virtual spaces. Like I think that sometimes they can be draining, but it depends on how we use them. Like if we just like chill and take the pressure off and just like focus on, what the purpose is and us coming together as community. You know what I mean? And for I was thinking about like if I know that I have sunflowers today, then I'm gonna spend less time on my phone and online so I can be mentally prepared for being on my screen and like connecting with the people that are here. But it's really hard, but I'm so happy that you're doing better and that you're, finding a way to still be creative because I think it's really hard. For a lot of us in the beginning, it was hard to
right,
create. And I'm finally in a space where I'm like, I've done research and I have ways that I can record, and you have your studio. Like, we're really
right,
fortunate in those ways to still be creating. And hopefully that we'll see each other in real life and share stages again. And,
right.
I want to crowd surf because I've never done it before.
That's
And like I know that I'm curvy and I'm gonna need
no.
everybody to the front and carry me and just like take me like across the room and then also bring me back, like keep me there safe. But one day I'm gonna fucking crowd surf. I'm just gonna jump.
That's my dream too. That's what I really wanted to do this year. At a show that was canceled. Um,
Mm.
I'm prepared for it. I don't really care where it's at. It could be out the country. I'm jumping. It could be. I'm scared of heights. It could be the pot. I'm jumping down.
I'm gonna fucking jump. But you have to warn people because you gotta be like, will you catch me? So at least have like 5 people that you know like there. So you're like, okay,
That's
like,
true.
if no one, like if someone just moved. Because I remember when I went to see Miguel in concert. I know this has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Well, kind of. I saw Miguel in concert at the House of Blues, and he jumped in, and I left because I'm
Oh, I was like,
claustrophobic,
that's
and
not
I
when
was
he
like,
dropped to kiss the young girl, right?
all these people are gonna come, and then I'm gonna get squished. And I was like he jumped, and I was like, I like backed up, like, because I was too claustrophobic. But anyways, I didn't get to touch my sweaty ass Miguel.
Yo, crowd surfing. Why not? Come on now. Come on. We got it. We got it.
People were like reaching, and I was like, I'm gonna get trampled.
That's my thing too. I'm always gonna get it tripled. Yeah, yeah. We'll just, we'll just at the Boston Music Awards. I don't know if anybody was there. I was in the pit. Was it the mosh pit? And
No,
because
why,
then this is a
baby?
random time because I thought it was gonna be cool at first, but then I realized like it wasn't because it said sorry. Hefe Replay.
Hmm.
They scared me, and I was the shortest person in the group. So I was like, oh no. Somebody's in the waiting room. Let me take them
I
out.
got it. Don't worry. Go
Oh,
ahead. You
sorry.
keep
Like,
talking
I don't know
about
if I was like, okay.
your mosh pit experience.
Right, but it was at the Boston Music Awards, and I'm like, if they film that whole thing, they'll see how scared my face was.
I want to see. Oh, can we also say, everyone, that this beautiful human in front of us twerked on stage with Megan Thee Stallion, and I shared it on Instagram, that video. I can't with you. The twerking was real.
I don't think
And
I'm gonna ever live that down. I guess that's just
ever. You're like famous.
it
That's
hasn't even
why
been a year yet. I think that's like
you were into it. You like pulled up your pants and you were like, at one point I saw you like grinding on someone. I was like, is that a person that she's grinding on the stage? But you're famous, so there's that. And I saw Megan Thee Stallion like distracted a few times by you.
I had to keep watching that video too. I just want to put on for the city. That's it, and
I
be
know you
respectful
do.
at
Let
the
me see
same
your shirt.
time.
Yes, Mass Got Next. I haven't seen that one. I've only seen the Boston Got Next.
I know I'm trying to. It's like that's another thing I'm working on too. I'll say during Corona season, balancing. I felt like I used to be great at balancing stuff, and then everything got canceled. So I literally have I buy a planner, a schedule planner for the past 5, 6 years. Um,
Hmm.
I didn't even like redo one. I don't even know where my planner's at because I was just like, all the gigs are gone, whatever.
I did
Now
that.
there's stuff happening. I'm all over the place. So I'm like, no, I'm never like not this like unfocused. So I'm trying to lean back in. There was a reason why I brought that up, but
Well, can people get those shirts from you?
yes, that's the thing. There we go. Mascot next.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to balance everything that's going on and start pushing mascot next more with the shirts and
Hmm.
stuff like that.
Hmm.
But yeah, I make them on site. You gotta send me your size, and then doing it like that. It's easier for me instead of printing a bunch of shirts and then like nobody buys them. But now I'm doing like shirt by shirt basis
Hmm.
because spending a lot of money. Definitely everybody invest in yourself, invest in your brand. If you're hearing this now, later, going to the mall and I wanted Boston Got Next, Mask Got Next printed. I'm spending $100 on like 3 shirts and just to print. You spend $300 on the Cricut and the heat press together. You got your own stuff and you're off the good instead
Hmm.
of for remaining.
That's
And all right, and for the past year, I've been doing that. So
hmm
but now I
that's
need to get
fun.
back to the balance. Get back to the balance because I'm scattered brain right now and I don't like it. I don't like
No, it's
that.
okay. You gotta get your calendar out and get like a vacation mode is over. Like we have
Right.
to start moving forward. What can we do musically? What are we capable of moving forward? You know what I mean? So, um, that's all we can do. And reaching out to each other and sharing resources. That's what I love about the people that I keep around me is like we share resources. You know what I mean? Like we meet each other and we talk and we're like, yo, I'm having trouble with this. Who can I go to? Or how am I getting shows? How can I create opportunities? How can we create opportunity for ourselves when we're not getting shows? Like different things like that. So I'm so grateful for you and for you also sharing resources with everybody and supporting everybody in the community, whether it's shows or music or merch. And before you share this dope set with us, I'm gonna dance because I'm excited. Um, Before you do that, I just
Okay,
wanted
let's
to
go.
say please donate to YSham if you can. Please donate to, yes, bostongotnext.com. Yo, once is dope. Please donate to once if you
Oh,
can.
sorry. Not yet.
No, do not donate to me. Please donate to YSham or One Somerville. If you scroll up in the chat room, you can see some links for that if you can. But if you do donate to me, I'm going to donate to once. So you might as well just donate to once or to Sham. Um, but yes, I'm excited. So, do you have anything else coming up that you want to plug in real quick before you start? And also, please, people, I would love for you to unmute your videos. Like, I want to see your beautiful faces. I don't care what you look like.
Right.
I don't care if you're like, if you don't have pants on, that's okay. Just put it on
Yeah,
your
I hear
face.
that.
So please, like, I want to see you guys. I want to see you moving because I'm gonna dance, so yeah.
Yep.
And also, if you have any questions, or comments or anything like that, please just give like a thumbs up and, we'll call on you or whatever after Sham is done. If not, then you let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. Let me see
Okay.
advance.
Because Sham be having people lit at shows.
Uh, I'm gonna
So
take
Ava's
it
just not gonna
off.
block her, like undo her video. She's gonna she don't see us and she don't hear me. That's what Ava's doing. Stephanie
You
too.
said undo.
No, Ava, I want her to like show her face, and Stephanie too, if I can see them. I have shirts too. While you're getting ready, you let me know. Oh, hello, Jose. Thank you for sharing your video. Ava, undo your video. I'm
Am
gross.
I still muted on you?
You're never gross, Ava. Be quiet. You're a beautiful, beautiful goddess. Hi, Stephanie. The guest videos. Seeing everybody's faces. We're just gonna keep everybody on mute for now, and then if you want to cheer or dance or whatever, we'll unmute you. Okay, Ava. There she is.
Refugee camp, conspiracy theory,
You can hear it? I can hear it, but it could be a little louder.
Louder? Hold on, let me see something. Wait.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. And long last love has arrived. And I think God, I'm alive.
Yeah, that's better.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Caught in the way that I stare. There's nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. But if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. It's quite alright. I need you, baby, to warm the lonely night. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say okay. It's okay. Oh, pretty baby, don't let me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, now that I found you, stay and let me love you. Oh, baby, let me love you. Oh, baby. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived. And I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you.
Go ahead, Ava.
I need you, baby. And if it's quite alright, I need you, baby, to warm the lonely night. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say it's okay. Oh, pretty baby, don't
Yeah. They try to put me in the box. It's impossible. Or less. Oh yeah. This time it's all or nothing. Said it's real. Oh yeah. Listen. I'ma take you 10 rounds like a boxer, baby. Show you how I put down what rocks a lady. Promise you're asking when I'm done for more. I'ma switch it up and make life comfortable. I'ma be the reason you're not sleeping, baby. I'ma invade the thoughts you keeping, baby. If you're still not convinced, I'll tell you more. Make you forget the way you felt before. Oh, I could be your wake-up reason daily. You could be my first and leading lady. I'ma make you happy that you waited for me to settle down. I'm ready and I'm not afraid to say it. I'm tired of the game, already played it. I'm over all the mother girls I dated. I tell you what you are.
It's his birthday. Andre 3000. This is really how I DJ. I'll play like the old and like some new. I don't know what to do anymore.
Get it?
Oh, that works. I'm ready. That's what you're for.
Ain't nobody.
Right, that's it.
Rap part,
That's
I
it.
don't.
I have people with this all the time. Like,
There you go.
I'm supposed to get on the beat.
Okay. Nope.
It's like,
Hey.
Just like my love, everlasting. The beat goes on, still moving strong. On and on. Do you ever wonder? Got to win, somebody's got to lose. I might as well get over the blues. Just like fishing in the ocean, there'll always be someone new. Who's done better? You did me wrong, but I've been through stormy weather. The beat goes on, just like my love, everlasting. Oh, and the beat goes on. Better believe it. Still moving strong. Better believe it, baby. And the beat goes on, just like my love, baby. Just like my love, baby. Everlasting. And the beat goes on, still moving strong, and I love it. The beat goes on, 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 the beat goes on.
so, real quick, do y'all want to do the wobble or I won't?
Look at God.
I'll play it. Okay. I was like, we don't.
Insecure.
Sorry. No, it's okay. I'm gonna play only because they just did a battle. Did anybody? This is how I be talking about DJ. Did anybody see the 112 Jagged Edge battle? No. Okay.
I did.
I would say I barely seen it because the Wi-Fi was going in and out on their side.
I heard. I seen a little bit, and then I was like, oh, okay, no.
We can't do this right now. All right.
They should have had one.
the shower. Gotta stay fresh, take about an hour. Gotta get dressed, your boy's so clean. Both of them on, I got them blue jeans. Fresh pair of shades, house on my wrist. Sock to the drawers, your boy stay fit. I'm ready, can nobody tell me nothing. Feels like I'm taking off, I'm so high. Tell me nothing, looking for a shorty, tell me nothing. So fine, peace up, peace down, slam a young jaw, so you know it's going down. Peace up, peace down, slam a young jaw, so you know it's going down.
I got you. Hold on. This is the instrumental. I got you, but I'm coming. Maybe I don't think there was any good tracks. Let's back up. Know the word. Another song. You gotta switch this all up. This ain't my video entry though. It's from a local artist.
That's Ava. Sophia. I have my
I have it all. It's just everything is on everywhere.
Learning to live.
Right, if you're not home right now.
Learning to grow.
Get a fire, get a candle, get a.
Give all you have to give, and let your worst part show.
right? This is dope. It's like little visuals. It's going up.
It is.
I'm like trying to control the thing. I'm like, oh, there's like stuff popping up. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me see. I like this.
So Sham, do you have some more for us? And maybe like 2 songs left?
Yeah.
And we can open
I was just trying to read the thing at the same time. Sorry.
Yeah, it was fine. And then we can open up for questions or anything like that if you want.
Yes, just one. Let's see.
Give me 2 more songs.
That is not where I was trying to go, but. Everybody 21 and up in here? UTID. UTID. I better be 21. One way I can get a drink. Don't drink and drive. Like, I ain't supposed to be outside the house with you. They're talking some DJ, like, yeah, like.
Baby girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you. Let me buy you a drink. I'm T-Pain. You know me. Convict music, never boy. I know the club goes at 3. What's the chances of you rolling with me? Back to the crib, show you how I live. Let's get drunk and forget what we did. I'ma buy you a drink. I'ma take you home with me. I got money in the bank. I be in the great Cadillac. We in the bed like ooh, 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 ooh. We in the bed like ooh, 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 ooh. I keep dwelling on the past, babe. Know what I need, yeah. I need some real good loving, 'cause I'm troubled by the things that I see. Ooh, I need some real good loving. Ain't nobody been around here loving on me.
It's better to love and then lost than never to loved at all. If that was true, I wouldn't be drinking this alcohol. Every relationship failed or take a toll on you, especially when you had hopes and area codes on you. Is it easier to erase my memories at a point when most of my past women became my enemies? Some on the fence, some befriended me, but when we see each other, it's gonna be some weird energy. I'm sorry that we couldn't make it work. Believe in your heart, I never intended to make it hurt. Now they see me on the blogs with my new girl. Friends talking about that's supposed to be you, girl.
I need some real good loving, 'cause I'm troubled by the things that I see. Ooh, I need some real good loving. Ain't nobody been around here loving on me. Loving on me.
Try to keep it like R&B tonight.
Hey, listen. Pardon me, darling,
if I alarmed you. I don't mean to bother you, I just wanna get you to pause and slow your walk, so maybe we can talk and I can try to charm you. I'm just trying to find out who you are. I don't mean to come off like a telemarketer. I ain't no hood, no crook, no robber. I just want a part of your heart I could borrow sometimes. And maybe I can call you up sometimes. And maybe I can take you out sometimes. So let's exchange digits and later arrange visits, either your place or mine. This a different type of commitment. I'm talking about a true friendship. Someone I can depend on and be down no matter what. Let me know if you're with it, cause girl, it'll be fly if you were my B-U-E-D-Y. Don't be shy, give it a try. I could be yours and you can be mine, girl. I can't lie, it'll be fly if you were my B-U-E-D-Y. Don't be shy, give it a try. I could be yours and you can be mine. Sorry if I come off disrespectful, or my convo is a little bit too sexual, but damn, it's incredible. Be more flexible, cause the context of this text is special. But wait, let me explain it. A buddy is an equal beneficial arrangement. A buddy is a buddy that don't be complaining when his or her buddy ain't the buddy that came with sometimes. And maybe I can call you up sometimes. And maybe I can take you out sometimes. So let's exchange digits and later arrange visits, either your place or mine.
Cut down set of what I usually do, but go to bostongotnext.com. I have like a little recording site up thingy up somewhere, I think maybe. Yeah, you could book me as a DJ.
I want to book you as a DJ.
You got it. Look, I'll just be a DJ. How about that?
Thank you so much for coming, Sham. Where's Ava at? Because she said that she wanted to have a question. We can have about 2 questions and then we have to wrap this up. But I'm feeling so blessed that you're here with me, Sham. Seriously, I'm gonna unmute you, Ava, and then you can ask in a second. But if you have the means, please donate to Sham right now. Sham is like an artist. This is what she does. She's a DJ, so if you could please donate to her to One Somerville, because we need Once to stay open so that when we're ready to hit stages again and you're ready to come and connect with us in real life, like, we have platforms. So please, 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 please donate if you can. And I'm gonna unmute
Here,
Ava.
hello.
Sham, thank you so much for being here. Seriously, like, I honor you so much, and I see you, and I'm so happy to be able to share space with you on so many levels. And I hope that you and I can continue to support each other and, rock out together.
Same, whatever it is, send me music, whatever y'all want me to promote, I'll do it. Once Somerville, same for you. Y'all got events, like all I can do is post and network. I have this thing one by one. It takes one person to see it, and you never know how far it goes. So
Yes. So I'm gonna unmute Ava, okay? Ava,
all
you
right.
ready? Well, you're gonna have to be.
Yes, hello. Sorry about that.
Okay, Ava.
Ava.
Let me get on camera too. Hello.
Ava.
Okay. Am I asking questions? Is that what's happening?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I want to know from Sham how, I guess, like, just how you got into DJing, like what brought you to music, what are some of your influences?
What brought me to DJing? Well, number one, I'll do it quick. I was doing actually, so I have a show Tuesdays and Thursdays on sparkfmonline.com from 1 to 3. I was doing more radio stuff in college, and then they didn't have any really like a lot of DJs where I was going to school at Allentown, Pennsylvania, a little small space. So I was just doing like little small stuff. Then when I came back to Boston, shout out to Portia Alaiola, the Boston Poet Laureate of the city. She needed a DJ for the Haley House bakery. It's all these connections. And I told her I only knew how to play music off of iTunes. And she's like, I don't care. And I was like, well, that's not how it goes. Like, I had just moved back to Boston. I was like, I can't be a fake DJ in my city with iTunes. Like, I don't say like, with iTunes. So that's really what it came down to. I got peer pressured, honestly. I tell her that every time. But no, I'm so glad she pushed me out the box, because ever since now, it's been like 6-7 years. It's been amazing, and I never thought in my life ever I would have been a DJ. And then you said there was something, I forgot the last piece. Influences.
I think I just asked like, who are some of your influences, or who, I guess, like, who do you admire, who do you look up to?
Okay, so right now, I'm gonna be cheesy. DJ Khaled is a major influence in my life right now, honestly, only because of how he conducts music and how he gets all the artists together. I would love to see like Genie, Ava, Brandy Blaze, that random matchup. Like, it's like the craziest bunch in the city. He has like Lil Wayne, Justin Bieber, and Migos. Like, what? Okay. But it works. So I like that style. I like the creativity, and I think I have somewhat the brain of, like, when I hear somebody singing or rapping, I'm like, oh, I think there'll be a good match with this person later on down the line. So that's who's my influences. Yeah.
That's so dope. Yeah, I've been thinking for a while that Boston has like smaller, I've seen like smaller mixtapes, but I feel like Boston needs like a really big mixtape with like featuring just everybody, like just a big collaborative project.
Every single one of us.
Yeah, it would be so
every single one.
The thing with that is we would need that, but then we need somebody to push it like really, really hard to, like, the labels and like the stuff like that. We don't want to admit that, but I'm definitely all for it about it. Like, they need to
do it, Sham.
Out here. I'm here. Promo, let's go. But no, that's what my influence is. Definitely DJ Khaled. He's the only one who's really bringing and merging that gap in between artists, I'll say. Like Paul Wall and Lil Wayne back in the day. Like, oh, like, I love this. Like, this is cool. Yeah.
What's a critique that you have of the Boston music scene, or what's something that you'd want to see more of?
A critique, I'd say I'd love to see more collaborations. Like, people were doing it, but like just really quick, but I like to see more, I'll say, anticipation towards the collaboration. Like, and right now I'm studying a lot of marketing and branding and promo and stuff like that. So, and when I talk about music, it's like on different ends. Like, there's like the underground, the street, and then there's like the people who's like the main, who's in the city and stuff like that. But I think the gap is just pushing it out there. with folks. If you're dropping a track with Genie, that should be on like a billboard. Like, you know, like definitely I think there's like a missing gap. It's just like, okay, so they got a track out together. Like, all right, like how do we get that momentum? I'll say get excited. Like, how do we get excited? I'll say. That's a critique. We're not excited enough. Like we're getting there, but we're not excited enough for ourselves. Cause I'm gonna slap myself on the wrist too. Be like, all right, something's coming out, cool. But how do we get people excited? Yeah, I'll say that's a critique. But the good thing is there's people like y'all and the flow is really moving. Like the artists are sticking together. I'll definitely say more. What do they say? Colors show when things happen. And I think right now a lot of colors are showing in a great way though. You see a lot of people giving resources depending on each other. Jeannie, we had a conversation a couple of weeks ago about how like stuff just keeps getting passed within like, you know, the same community. You know, like it could be a shirt, it could be whatever. Like,
yeah, I feel like we're just sharing each other's money. Right. Like we're like, here's $50 for you, and you're like, nah, here's $50 for you, and then we're just like sharing the same $50. Right. But yeah, I wanted to actually, before I forgot, because I'm like scatterbrained all the time, but I wanted to, you were saying like more support, more collaborations. My thing this year was that I wanted to collaborate and share space with other genres. You know what I mean? So that we're not all so separated. You know what I mean? It's like we can come together and we're recording at the same fucking spaces. Boston is small. Like we should all get together because we're getting kicked out of spaces from gentrification and stuff like that. All of us are being affected. So we need to come together and cross-contaminate genres.
Right. No, look it. I'm with it. I'm ready to do like some Sublime and Ludacris, Jay-Z, Linkin Park. I just want to be the DJ in the back, like, yeah, they're twerking. Like, yeah.
Thank you, Ava.
Yeah, of course.
We have one more. Oh wait, I was just gonna say also Ava and I go live every Thursday on Instagram for quarantine. We discuss mad crazy stuff. But
Hemlock prints on my
yeah. Does anybody else have a question before we wrap this up? There's a t-shirt printing place in San Francisco.
Hemlock prints. I used to work for Boston Youth Wrestling. They print all my wrestling stuff. So shout out to Hemlock. Yes.
Dope. I'm gonna have to look that up because I just used Self-Made Designs in Quincy for my Masturbate Meditate.
Oh, that's probably so. Yeah.
Shirts. I'm gonna look it up. I will.
And I print too, you know.
Oh, yes, keeping it community. Does anybody else have a question? I'm trying to look here. Anybody else? You can raise your hand. Going.
Print ship. They're great peeps. Nope.
I'm gonna look them up. Community's where it's at, bro. That's how we're surviving. There's space for all of us. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up then. Sham, thank you so much. Do you have anything to plug in? What do you have going on? Anything recent that you want to that you have coming up that you want us to plug in?
I'll say tomorrow. Tune in to Spark FM Online at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, we're gonna have a show. I think we're definitely gonna share space about just the climate that we're living in, but not have it too serious because we're already living in it. But I think it's needed that just anybody can just like, you know, go on the page. But it's sparkfmonline.com. Lunch is over, 1 to 3. Send me your tracks, Jeannie. And
I did. I'm gonna do it again. I did when it first started. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it every day. It's me again, Sham. Dear Sham. It's me again.
And I'll say on the flip end though, let me know at the end if you would like to come in the next month. I'm only gonna do artists. So
I just let you know.
All right, bye.
Stop. Ava too. JJ too. We all want to come. Booked.
Well, that would be dope, and everybody can check out the studio and everything like that. But that's what the space will be for. And once Somerville, also so everybody like look at come through. Definitely want to interview, and just feed off of each other. I love this. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for JJ. Everybody in the comments. I'm like JJ. That's all I had to say.
JJ's dope. Thank you, Once Somerville, Once Somerville's Fly, and all the fucking people in here facilitating this space because I would not know how to do it. I'd be like, everyone talk at once. race for the speaker view.
the camera just be panning out.
Yeah, everybody talking. But Yeah, thank you. I just wanted to say I don't really know what's going to happen with Sunflowers next, but I'm hoping that I can continue doing this and making some way. I still want to provide space for artists and for myself, and I have a new single coming out next month that I'm really, really, really proud of, and it really has to do with our times right now. And I'm actually rapping, so I rap sometimes, and it's bilingual, so I am also representing my Puerto Rican self.
Let's go. I don't think you see on my facial expression like
Yeah.
that's it.
I saw
Let's
it.
get
So I'm excited about that. And Ava and I go live every Thursday for quarantine on yes, it is called Revelacion. But yeah, I'm excited for it. And thank you so much everyone for being here, for taking time out and choosing to be here tonight and wanting to share energy and space. Make sure you follow One Somerville. Make sure you share the video. Check out all the other stuff that they're doing. They put on so much shit with their virtual space. So go on their YouTube, check that shit out. Go subscribe. Follow Sham. Follow each other. That'd be dope. Ava, if you don't know Jose, know Jose. Sham, I'm sure you know Jose because he'd be up in Dorchester, our project. So please, let's cross-contaminate and share, follow each other. Thank you so much for coming. Yes, cross-contaminate.
No corona. No.
Sham, I love you. I see you. I honor you. Thank you so much for being here with me.
Same.
Bye, everybody. Mwah.
What's up?